The Man in the Iron Mask, France's greatest identity mystery. There was once a man in France who lived his entire life without a face, a man whose name was erased, whose past was forbidden, whose existence was treated as a secret so dangerous that even speaking about him could cost you everything. A prisoner hidden behind iron, a ghost locked inside a nation. And when he vanished from history, France tried to pretend he never existed. This is the mystery of the Man in the Iron Mask. The year was 1669. Louis XIV, the Sun King, ruled France, a monarch so powerful that even the shadows of his palace belonged to him. France shone brightly under his reign, but behind the golden halls of Versailles lay a world of secrets that even the brightest sunlight could not reveal. Agents whispered in corridors, letters passed between spies, plots and betrayals simmered beneath the surface. In this web of power appeared a mysterious prisoner. No trial, no charges, no identity, only strict instructions. No one may see his face. No one may speak to him of who he is. If he speaks first, you do not answer. And above all, he must remain hidden, always. The prisoner was brought to the fortress of Pignerol, deep in the mountains near Italy. The warden, Benign de Saint-Mars, was given absolute orders to watch him. He described the prisoner simply a quiet man, educated, calm. He understands everything, but he speaks very little. Some guards said he wrote beautifully. Others said he prayed often. None were allowed to see his face. He ate alone, walked alone, slept alone. The only thing the world knew was the mask. A mask of metal, cold, heavy, without emotion. It was said to be iron, so that no guard could ever be bribed to lift it. And if he tried to remove it himself, Saint Mars had orders to end the attempt immediately. Who was he? That the king feared his face? Over the years, rumors spread like wildfire across Europe. Theory 1, the king's twin brother. Some believed he was the legitimate firstborn son, older than Louis XIV, hidden because his existence threatened the throne. A brother, condemned to disappear so the Sun King could shine. Theory 2, a high-ranking noble betrayer. Others said he was a nobleman who knew a truth that could destroy the monarchy, a truth so dangerous that only a mask could keep the kingdom safe. Theory 3, the real father of the king. A still darker tale claimed he was Louis XIV's lover or rival, or even an imposter, whose identity could shatter France. A diplomat, a spy, a messenger, someone who stumbled upon a secret he was never meant to learn. But the strangest part? Every version insisted Louis XIV feared one thing: his identity, his face, his voice, his truth. At Pignerol, the prisoner was kept in absolute silence. But silence cannot stop desperation. One evening, as a storm raged across the Alps, a guard discovered a small piece of parchment hidden beneath the prisoner's plate. A letter, a cry for help, a message written with elegance and precision. I am not guilty. They hide me for reasons of power, not for any crime. Before the guard could read more, the warden arrived. The letter was burned. The guard was transferred. The prisoner punished. But the message lived on, carried by rumor, into the courts of Europe. A man with a mask of iron was being held for reasons no one dared to speak. In 1681, after 12 years in Pignerol, the prisoner was suddenly moved. No announcement, no explanation. He was escorted under heavy guard across France to the fortress of Exilles. Saint Mars accompanied him personally. The mask never left his face. A soldier who witnessed the transfer wrote, "He walked with dignity, like a man born to command, not a criminal." For a moment, some guards believed he might be royalty. And then, whispers began again. Who was this man that France carried across the country like a dark treasure? In 1698, the prisoner arrived at a new home, the Bastille, the most feared prison in France. He was placed in a special cell, one with multiple doors, so that no guard could see him accidentally. Saint Mars, now the governor of the Bastille, treated him with a strange combination of strictness and respect. The prisoner was allowed fine linen, quality meals, books, musical instruments, and sometimes clean, fresh flowers. This was no ordinary prisoner. But he was also warned, if you speak your name, you will no longer live. Still, witnesses said he remained calm and soft-spoken, like a man resigned to a fate he never chose. On November 19, 1703, the prisoner grew ill. Saint Mars stayed near him. A priest was brought to hear his final words, but no words were spoken. The man in the iron mask died in absolute silence. His body was buried under a false name, Marchioli. His room was scrubbed, his clothing burned, his furniture destroyed, his masks removed and taken away. France tried to erase him, but legends cannot be buried. Modern historians have found documents, letters, journals, hidden archives, but none reveal the prisoner's true identity. We only know this. He was educated. He wrote gracefully. He posed a political threat. He was treated with unusual respect. He had information someone powerful feared. His face was never allowed to be seen. And perhaps the most haunting fact, there is still no confirmed record of what he looked like, not even a sketch. It is as if he was erased from existence for more than 300 years. The mystery has fascinated the world. Writers, scholars, filmmakers, everyone tries to answer the same question. Who was the man behind the mask? A forgotten prince? A political enemy? A secret brother? An innocent man lost in the machinery of power? Or perhaps something even stranger? A man whose story was never meant to be told. In the heart of Paris, beneath the ruins of the Bastille, people still whisper, somewhere in the city. The truth is still hidden. Maybe he was a prince. Maybe he was a spy. Maybe he was a victim of power, stronger than any king. But one thing is certain, he is the man who died without a name and lived forever in legend. If this story captured your imagination, drop it in the comments. Which country's legend or unsolved mystery should I explore next? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Some stories never fade because they were never truly solved.